Okay, so I am approaching Pilot Rock right now. It's a trail that is in the Soda Mountain Wilderness. It's like 45 minutes, an hour outside of Ashland, and it's a relatively short hike. It's only a couple of miles, but I chose this one today because it ends in like a really exciting scramble, so just had to do it. There it is, looming in the distance. Yeah, I'm gonna scramble on top of that thing. I'm sorry, Mom.
The cool thing about Pilot Rock is that it's known as a volcanic plug. It was formed more than 25 million years ago, which is wild to even think about. Magma broke through a weak spot in the Earth's crust, and when it cooled, it created the distinctive columnar structures that characterize Pilot Rock. Cool shit, right? Now back to the hike.
Oh, God. I just gotta say, fall in Oregon is amazing. It is just perfect weather. Finally, some clear skies, all the smoke from the fires is gone. And just the leaves. Leaves are changing. Yeah, man, I just like the outdoors. It's where I'm happiest. And honestly, I've been feeling really down lately. I've been struggling with just a lot of shit. Just really having an off day. Well, an off time. This is a weird fucking time, guys. But whenever I feel just like lost, like totally lost in a funk and just like locked away in my head, I come out here. It's like the only thing that gets me out, even if it's just for like a moment. Sometimes you just need a moment of clarity to move forward, so I'm seeking that today, and in true Gabby fashion, I guess, it's gonna be an exhilarating adventure. I think there's like some class 4 scrambling up the entirety of Pilot Rock, so it should make for a pretty interesting adventure. Definitely gonna get out of my head. Okay, man. Inching closer to it. Okay. I don't think you can see, but there's like a bunch of birds circling around it. Almost like a bunch of vultures, like, just wait and slip, bitch. Got dinner for days. This rock looks straight up crazy. Okay, so I don't actually know the scrambling route, which is probably not good. Gonna need to scope this shit out. Man, the amount of times that I find a mountain objective and then I actually move forward and go to tackle it, there's always a moment where I'm finally like face to face with it and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Give yourself a little bit of a fright.
So thanks for tuning in. This was kind of a very impromptu episode. I decided that I was going to do Pilot Rock yesterday on the fly in the middle of the afternoon. And so it was just like a total act of spontaneity. I just grabbed my shit and essentially left. So it's a little bit of a rough episode, but you know, this was actually a really special day. In the video, I was talking about how I'm having a hard time, and that's very true. I've kind of been having a hard time on and off since I moved to Oregon. It's just been a really difficult transition, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but you know, I just have felt like it's been really difficult to meet people, and it just seems like we as a culture are really transitioning over to a more digital style of meeting folks through apps or meetups or what have you, and I just really struggling to get on that bandwagon, and it makes me sad to think that, you know, meeting people spontaneously is like fading away. But actually, you know, this whole day ended up being an act of spontaneity, because when I got to the top of Pilot Rock, I ended up meeting the coolest guys. Like, just immediately connected with them, had a really great time, like talking to them and just hanging out. And, you know, we exchanged numbers, and I'm hoping that this ends up being a friendship that can grow. But it just really like warmed my heart to have gone out there feeling so cruddy, and then having this experience where it was like, okay, here we go. This is exactly what I needed. My mom says when you do the things that you love, you tend to find the people that are going to really mesh with you well. So this ended up being a really cool day, and I'm really stoked to have met the dudes that I did, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and stay tuned. There'll be more. Peace.